Yes, we're live.
Are we live?
Yes, we're live.
What's up, YouTube?
How's it going, guys? And Instagram, what is up, everybody? Instagram, if you're on there, make sure you send us some questions. We're looking for questions for this week.
DJ going for the throat. We need questions.
I mean, hey, we have questions. We're not desperate. We're not like begging, but like if you got them, like you might as well send them.
Close.
Speak for yourself, man. No, but seriously, if you're out there, send them over. We'll get it added to the show if it's decent. If it's not, well, then
someone submitted a question.
better luck next time.
That's what your address was.
Oh, really?
To send the kids.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. All right. So are you guys ready to actually get started for real?
I don't know. Are we? I'm sending links right now, so if you can wait like 30 seconds, that would be like
I'll do my
super
best,
dope.
but I don't make any promises.
I don't
at
do
all.
much during the beginning of this, so
You don't
I'm
do
ready.
anything.
Matt, you just got here.
I don't
Like,
think
I
Matt,
show up
Matt
for the
will open
cast.
up when Brad finally wins.
right. All right.
know.
Let's see. We're good there.
You want me to put a little Brad thing back here behind the 9?
All right.
At least
I
a
see.
second.
In the shadow.
At least second.
In the shadow of the night. Yeah, it's good. It's true. It's true. We'll
All
talk
right.
about
Let me
it.
know, Jake, when you are ready for
I
us.
forgot what I was doing. Sorry.
You were sending the link, and I think you
I
already
know I'm
did it.
doing it, but then I got distracted by harassing Matt.
But it's more important, sending out links or harassing Matt.
I can't believe you
100% harassing Matt.
Yeah.
Facts.
Honestly, we're gonna never mind. We'll get into that later.
Stop, please.
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, okay.
No,
I get bullied enough on here.
no. We were gonna bully someone else. Don't worry.
Are
Probably
we?
Nate. Probably Nate.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Good
a
luck,
good,
Nate.
good chance at that. Also, Instagram, if you're listening, let us know what you think of the sound. We're trying out some different things, so let us know
We're
how
gonna
it
talk
sounds.
about Jimmy Johnson.
Who?
Why?
The goat?
What's the point?
The goat.
Jake, are you ready? Like we're
Oh, so Jay Owens from Instagram says 9 for the win. He's back.
okay.
First
yes.
top 5 in a mile and a half.
Yeah, that's-
Hey, true.
All right, you ready?
At what cost?
Are you
At what cost?
everything?
This is something
Was
you
it
don't get on
really
the
worth it?
podcast, only on the YouTube pre-show.
I don't know. I think we do the same energy.
kind of. All right.
Hey, fun fact. The Uncle Ray says the 24 car is the equivalent of a clown car. Rock on Melon Man. Uncle Speed.
Uncle Speed. Oh, didn't mean to hit that.
Whoopsie. The
Finger
only
slip.
other comment I don't really want to drop on the podcast, but
Oh, jeez.
Ray did say, because Nate is such a Byron fan, he asked when we're going to go burn down Nate's house.
Gotta find it first.
Joking, of course, but yeah, Uncle Speed, Uncle Ray, is obviously a big Chastain fan too. Was a little upset, but we'll get into it.
When are we gonna get a cousin Speed? Like we've got almost everybody in the group.
Cousin.
I think I'll have to rely on you guys. I don't think I have any cousin Speeds.
Well, that's the thing. But would it be? Never mind. That's gonna get too confusing. This is already getting confusing.
Do you have
Trying
a
to keep
cousin
track-
Speed, Matt?
No.
You gotta get to work, bro. I brought a lot of people in.
All
No,
right, Jake, are
don't
you
want
ready? Are
family
you
in this.
officially ready now?
I
Can
think I've sent it out to everybody.
Can I record now? Can we get going?
Maybe.
Did you send it to your
Wait,
boss?
let me send the
Are you-
link to Moonhead.
Oh gosh.
Maybe he'll watch and comment some ridiculous stuff like he always does.
There's what?
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Moonhead's
what's up,
already on.
Moonhead?
Let's go.
He's already on?
Yeah. Moonhead. He was our first comment.
Bruh,
What's up,
look
buddy?
At this guy.
All right, Jake.
All right.
Do I have
Whatever.
your permission to start now, sir?
No.
Yeah. Although Jay Owens' comment is super trash. Bowman's never in the hot seat. He's a goat.
Bowman is in the
Let's
hot
roll.
seat.
Roll it. We'll do it live.
Texas delivers against the wishes of Denny Hamlin, and we have cautions and a lot of movement. And Byron is now officially enemy number one of this podcast, except for maybe Nate. We are here for the speed. What's up? My name is DJ. I'm glad you guys have joined us. I'm joined by
The William Byron hater in the world, number one. Yeah, I'm Jake. Whatever.
What is up, brother? It is Matthew. Very proud Keselowski fan today.
he did good.
If he had a little bit more horsepower, I think he would have got it.
I'm
maybe,
not gonna
maybe
lie.
slightly more talent.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking no lift Keselowski was gonna be coming in.
Bro, I mean, I don't know. Are we gonna? I don't know the.
No speed.
Are we gonna jump
maybe.
into it? Because I don't think it's a Keselowski thing. I think it's a Ford thing.
So you're saying if he was in a Chevy, he would have won?
No, I just think Ford's obviously behind the ball.
Breaking
right?
news.
They haven't won a
RFK
race.
to Chevy.
No, they haven't. They haven't won a race yet this year, right? they've had comers and goers. You know, Logano has been notoriously not great, right? Which is kind of odd. Most of the race, it was Front Row Motorsports kind of up front until.
Pit strategy though.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, it's the
You got
beginning
a
of the
top
race.
10 rundown. Is it up?
Yeah,
now?
I just pulled it up
All
just
right,
in
cool.
case.
Brad was absolutely
interesting.
the worst car in the beginning of this race, dumped down all the way to last.
He was, yeah,
came
it was
back,
looking
so-
rough.
I don't know. I mean,
Unsurprising.
So-
if there was like 5 other Ford winners this year, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's Brad. I think Ford's got a big issue.
So let me ask you guys this. So before,
Real quick.
sorry, go ahead.
I did give you a hard time, and I have for a long time about the whole Brad fandom.
You have.
But true or false, I did call you and tell you I hope he was going to win.
I heard you crying on the phone, man.
That was only after Ross got wrecked.
We're rooting for you. I miss you.
Where's Brad? No, so let's do our a 1 out of 10 or 10.
Our
rating, whatever we want to call it. Our out of 10. Oh, while we're actually, well, I guess no, we already said that, Deborah, but never mind. So let's do our rating. So Matt, what'd you think of the rating?
Wow, you jumped right to me. Okay, so I think I rated last week's way too high. I'm gonna jump onto that. Martinsville, I think I rated it like a 7.
Yeah.
I think I was just kind of like Hendrick Motorsports. I really like the 24
I felt the
car.
same as you.
I think I was like blinded by it. I'd probably rate that one lower. So this one, I'd probably put this one right around a 7.
Really?
Yeah, I'd put this one right around
Okay.
a 7. First stage, I wasn't a big fan of. It was stagnant. Nobody changed position the whole first stage. Very odd. And then strategies came in, got a lot better. There's a lot more cautions that kind of came in, and there was comers and goers. There's people who were really leading the race, and then they dropped all the way back down to last. Like it was all over the place. So yeah, I'd put this one right around a 7. It wasn't like, I don't think it was a barn burner, but
yeah.
Also, Brad came in second, so that kind of killed the mojo there.
Get a free point right there.
Yeah, at least.
on the Matt's,
That's
on the Matt
easily
race
a
poll.
1 or 2 sway.
It
Yeah.
was a 6, and then Brad got that last minute second place from NASCAR Race Review. So
Yeah,
Put
what
it-
was
put
up
it
with
at
that?
7.
How are they just gonna be like, hey, just letting you know you're third? And he's like, no, I'm not. And they're like, yeah, you're right.
We're sorry. We're sorry. We didn't know.
I mean, he should have said he won.
We're sorry. We're so sorry.
Like he could have. No, actually, I won the race.
Right? All right, Jake, what'd you think?
I earlier when we were down watching, I was kind of like, man, that's a 9. But I think I'll taper it back a little bit. The passing was a little tough, but the pit strategy and the overall attrition made the race pretty interesting because you had a quarter of the field on one strategy, another half of the field on a different strategy, and then you had everybody else to lap down. So like you had like definitely some different strategy, which played into Brad being able to make a charge there at the end.
Yeah.
If it went green, I mean, maybe Brad had a shot to actually win. I
He
don't
had
know.
20
I
lap
think
newer
like
tires. I mean,
I think I'll give it a 8 because the only thing that would have made this race better is better passing, which I would
Yeah.
have given it another point. And then if it had a finish like the Xfinity race, which we'll talk about, I probably would have given another point. And if it had both of those, it'd have been a 10 out of 10 because the attrition was there, the strategy was there.
Yeah.
So I feel
it's
like
in the
a
right
pretty good
ballpark
race.
for a mile and a half.
It's close.
It's really, really close. You know.
Yeah.
And we got some things to say about the whole SMI, Denny Hamlin beef, yada yada.
We're
Is
still
that,
gonna
I was
talk-
say, is that still going?
No. But like, just it seems like the half baked, repave of Texas seems to be adding a lot of characteristics that makes the track really unique. But we'll dig into that
Yeah.
later. But what do you think, DJ?
So for my rating, I said 8. I'm gonna stick with 8. I think I did go to an 8.5 at one point, but I think I'll stick with 8. Same kind of thing as you guys said. My thing is the first stage was just kind of not much happened in the first stage, and I don't know if that was teams were kind of playing it easy. If there was a couple of there was the first cycle of pit stops where we were all like, wait a minute, why are they pitting so early? There was a little so I don't know if teams were just kind of feeling it out, seeing like, okay, let's not push it because we know this track can be a little notorious around the bumps and
Yeah.
3 and 4. So I don't know, but the stage 1 was a little bit boring. I thought stage 2 and 3 were great. 3 was really good. Obviously there was a lot going on. Chastain wrecked. That sucks. But I mean, as far as like just looking at it as a race, I mean, I was entertained almost the entire time, even in the first stage to a lesser extent, but still.
I don't know about you guys, but I expected more wrecks in the first half, but there was
Right.
more wrecks in the second half.
Yeah,
Like,
it was kind of odd.
with less rubber on the track. The track's super hot and slick at I guess Texas is what 230.
Yeah, it was 2:30 when it started.
I mean, that's like prime time heat in the day. Like I expected more wrecks in the front, but it seemed like everybody kind of paced themselves and didn't.
You know
I
what?
just didn't hang it all out there. Is
I was
maybe the
gonna
way to say
you
it.
know what I think? I don't know. I could be wrong, but it seemed like at the beginning of the race, everyone was just glued to the bottom, and then as they started trying to work in that
They
second
had
groove,
to. Yeah.
they started working out that second groove. That's when you started seeing people get
They
out
talked
too
about it a little
far,
bit.
getting a little far
They said
out.
the track was going to progressively get higher.
Which it did.
The longer it went,
You look at Reddick.
obviously made sense.
Reddick in the third stage pretty much exclusively was running the second line.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and was making
And
that work
he
real
was
well.
5 seconds ahead of everyone.
Yeah,
Like before
Dude,
that
that-
last 50 laps,
That
he
one
was gone.
takeoff, him and Hamlin were
Gone.
gone,
Yep.
gone.
it was like
10, what 9 seconds?
I think it was 8
ahead of
seconds.
third. Like
Elliott was third, and I think Elliott
Gone.
was like 8 seconds back, and then from Elliott back was like another 2 or 3 seconds.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, those three just checked out. I mean, really, yeah, the Hamlin and Reddick. I don't know, man. So yeah, I mean, I'd say it was pretty good.
It's another race. Hamlin didn't qualify very great. Well, I mean, okay, 11th. Not like the worst. It's not
Yeah.
like he's starting 25.
I mean, I'm
20th
perfectly
back,
fine with Hamlin
But he was
starting.
pretty much ready to win that race yet again. It's almost like you have to pick him every week to be a contender.
who?
Hamlin.
Oh, in the fantasy
Yeah,
league.
I agree.
It's
man.
ridiculous.
I
Him
feel like
and
it's
even
hard
William
not
Byron.
to pick Hamlin, Byron, and Larson.
It's like you could even look at their practice times, their starting positions, their average lap averages. It doesn't matter. Hamlin's going to be in the front at the end of that race. It's crazy. It's really weird. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I thought it was very good, especially considering what Texas has been in the last few years. I think this really kind of made, because we've been saying, even here, we were like, man, like, you know, there's all those rumors about turning it into the next Atlanta and reconfiguring it. And I'm like, you know, like I think it was Jake even last year was saying that it's like, you know, give this another couple years and maybe the track will wear and the track will.
I told y'all last week, in the last 2 weeks, watch it for Texas.
Yeah, and it's true. It's becoming. I don't know. If you ask me, this was probably third best race of the year.
really,
Where do you put 1 and 2?
Well, Atlanta, I'd put number one.
okay, that's
probably
fair. It
agree.
was a
Oh,
good
gosh.
race.
Hold
I
on.
kind of
You know
have
what? No,
blinders
no, no,
on because
no,
we
no.
were at Daytona.
No.
So
Okay, hold on. Now
Daytona's hard not
I
to
forgot
put
about
1.
Bristol. So hold on. Let me think about this for a second. So I would say Bristol's number one. Then I would say Atlanta. You know what? No, I'm still going to say in third, and I'm going to put Daytona after this one.
What about you?
Oh gosh, we're definitely with the right 4. Phoenix and Las Vegas, they were fine, but they weren't anything crazy. Same
Yeah.
with Coda, it was just a run of the mill road course.
Yeah.
I'd probably say it's pretty close. I'd probably put this one third.
Behind?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second here. Atlanta 1, Bristol 2.
Okay.
I'd still probably do Daytona 3, this one 4th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd probably still do that.
I think for me, just the whole experience of going with Nate. You had to leave. You were super sick. You didn't go.
Oh yeah,
because of prior obligations or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, so Nate's first 500 and that whole experience that me and him went through, and him becoming a Byron fan last year when he got into NASCAR and all that, and watching him.
I don't want to talk about him becoming a Byron
I'm
fan.
just saying, but like that whole experience of like, it was almost like living vicariously through him,
Yeah,
like
that's
when
true.
Dale Jr. won, you know, like kind of experiencing that whole thing and watching him get to celebrate that and knowing like, you know, he might be like me and wait another 10, 15 years till your guy wins it again. You know, like that,
Right.
that whole thing. So that whole experience was pretty awesome. So like that's going to be an all-time
Yeah,
race for
I
me.
could
So it's
see
hard
that.
not to put that as number 1. And the race was pretty good. Atlanta's definitely number 2. And I think I put this, it's hard to say because we went to Bristol and Daytona. So like, it's really hard because Bristol was awesome. I heard on TV it was kind of rough because they didn't really show everything, but like in person, it was ridiculous.
it
Like
was crazy in person.
you had like, it was like the reverse of the highway. The right lane was the fast lane, the slow lane was the left lane, and like everybody running the high side was like 30 mile an hour faster. Like
Right.
Wild.
I don't know, it's tough, but it's definitely up there for me. I don't know if I can place it, but you know, it was pretty cool tonight. We had all the family down there. DJ, all your family was there.
Yep.
All my family was there. My mom and dad, my uncle Ray.
Oh, it was a good time.
We had a bunch
Yeah.
of people there watching the race and being excited. You know, my son pulling for Elliott. I was pulling for Chastain. You know, it was just a whole, you know, Lindsay's rooting for Blaney 8 laps down, but
I think he was 10. I think he finished 10.
whatever.
It was
You know,
Blaney had a rough day. He
but it
imploded.
was like, What is that? I
What
don't know
the
what that is.
heck is
What is that?
Illuminati?
Oh, Austin Dillon.
Oh my
Huh?
Austin
oh,
Dillon.
Oh yeah, yeah. The whole moms for Blaney went out the window when Austin Dillon ran top 10. The true
See ya.
fandom came back. No, it was fun. It was a bunch of people rooting for a bunch of different things. So like that was a pretty fun thing. That's what made it fun. Like if you're sitting here by
Yeah.
yourself, maybe it weighs different. I don't know. So just the way it all shook out, and the race was really good. So
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
it's pretty high. It's definitely top 4. I mean, it's
Oh,
better than
yeah, yeah.
anything we've seen. Martinsville.
Oh, it's
We
definitely
rated
better
it
than the
high,
last
but
ones.
in retrospect, after listening to everything and I've rewatched the race, Martinsville sucked.
Yeah.
I
Except for
tried
the
to
end.
tell you.
I know. The end was not good. The whole second half of the race was just. Anyways, I rank it pretty high.
Yeah, I thought today's race was pretty solid.
It's got me looking forward to.
Do you guys want to do the top 10 rundown now, or do you want to do the other races? Of
Yeah, I
this
think maybe like a quick hit, just some of the highlights.
week? Of
Truck
the top
race?
10?
I don't think there was
or
much.
I mean, number 1, Chase Elliott won. First time with 42 races.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what I heard?
I
heard a really fun
I
fact.
think his
I have
last
it-
win was Talladega
October.
22.
October.
Were
of
we
22.
there?
No, I wasn't. I think you were.
I think I
wasn't.
was there.
Was that the one? No. Wait.
No, were we there? I don't know.
I wasn't. I've
Maybe.
never
I
been
don't
to
know. We go to a
Talladega.
lot of
so-
super speedways. Hard to remember.
I don't think we were there for
Fall
that
22. I think we went to spring because that's when Brad won.
one. No, that was 21. Spring 21.
Jeez.
It's getting worse.
Brad's at like
Rough.
100 races
I
without a
know.
win.
He can do it next week, Matt.
It's a
Come
When I
chance.
for
borrow
3.5
your shirt, I'll
seasons.
root for him.
All right, so let's run down through the top 10 real quick. So obviously Chase Elliott gets his first win in basically a year and a half. Super happy for them. I imagine Jeff Gluck's poll is not going to be weighted in any way because of Chase Elliott winning. Moving on to second, the rightful second place, Brad Keselowski.
Real quick,
Every
back
time.
to the Chase Elliott. So, like, if you follow betting and stuff like that, which I don't follow a lot, but I follow Dirty Mo. An interesting stat they had on Chase Elliott: he has 0 top 5s on mile and a halves.
Well aware.
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
Why do you think I didn't pick him?
Because
Can I
you're
pick-
like 7th in our fantasy league
No,
out of
because
7. No,
Brad, the last, I think they said the last 6 races here, he's finished in the top 10. Which one are you going to choose?
Yeah, I mean it's true.
I
It's
mean,
true.
common
That
no,
was
sense.
I
actually,
agree.
so if you listen to Dirty Modo, they also called out like their hammer bet of the week or one of their really solid bets was like Brad Keselowski finishing top 10. So
Well,
What do
Lindsay's
you
trying to communicate to us. We need to get you a sign.
okay. So that was an interesting one. But yeah, I agree with you. The top 20, there were some good ones. Bush was back there, ended up running good. There was a couple
Yeah,
others.
Kyle
that
Busch
were
came
there.
back.
Kyle Busch did. So let's
Jimmy Johnson
Do you want me
was
to-
back there. Solid pick.
Yeah, amazing.
Go.
All right.
He's the greatest.
So let's run through these. So second, Brad, obviously. Moving on to William Byron. and
Obviously,
third.
just
Hold
moving
on,
on.
hold on. Brad is second on the standings, but he's first in my heart.
I don't know when his
Always.
last second place was. So like this is
I
a
don't
good
know.
performance for
Was
Brad.
it Daytona
I think
last
it was
year?
Daytona last year.
Last year.
Bush or Brad, 1-2
For sure, bad.
at the 400.
True, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I am
I will
right.
say this is like
I
the first time
remember
I
every-
thought about. I know I didn't want to go. I know I literally said let's go through fast, but Brad and Busher typically run together. This is like the first time I can remember them being significantly apart.
In the
Not
beginning of the
even
race.
close.
That's a
Where did
good point.
Busher finish? You got it right there.
15th.
I mean, that's pretty significant
That's
for
his-
RFK because typically they're pretty close.
However, they
beginning
may
of
have
the
been
race,
on
they were
different
switched.
strategies. Because Brad definitely had a lot fresher tires than everybody else, so maybe that kind of played into it. Maybe they were just on different strategies.
Yep.
You have no idea what I said.
Nope.
Strategy, Brad.
Okay. Anyway,
Willie B.
Willie B in third.
Trash.
That man, I tell you, this man is terrible.
Public enemy number 1.
This dude can't drive, man. He's just a hack.
He's just
There goes
running
all
all
our
over people, bro.
Yeah, our Instagram just goes. Just
You
starts
know,
dropping.
here's my only gripe about that whole deal. Kyle Petty probably still gonna blame that on Ross.
Of course,
Oh,
he is.
100%. It was Ross's fault. He was in the way.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I just don't understand. Like, didn't Willie B have the opportunity to go low?
Yes, I think he did.
But he's just like, nah.
So
just run him over.
they were saying in the booth that there was nowhere to go, and
There was a
Ross,
whole track.
Ross got loose, so the gap closed up so fast. Byron didn't have a chance to move.
Convenient. I think he could have went low.
I think
I
he could
saw it
have avoided
happen
it.
all day.
He could have done this thing that I don't know if they're aware of. It's called use a brake and then turn.
No, they ain't gonna do that at a track.
I'm just saying, if it's that or wreck, just
Oh,
saying, who's the wrecking ball now?
I'm just
Byron,
saying. He wrecked someone. He was quote unquote involved in the wreck,
and still
and
finished
he almost
third.
gained spots.
right.
I don't listen. Nobody's explained the rule to me, okay? And I have not had the due diligence to look it up, but I don't get it. I don't understand how you could be part of the wreck and still stay up there. Aren't you involved in the wreck?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know, man.
So
I'm tired of thinking about it. It's too complicated.
moving on to number 4, Tyler Reddick. He had a bad fast car today.
Oh, he was amazing.
Like-
I thought I could have swore that man was going to win that race.
Like midway through the race, yeah, it was looking like it was Reddick or nobody else.
It was
Maybe
either Reddick
Hamlin.
or Hamlin. It was
Maybe
Reddick or
Hamlin, but
all day.
Reddick. And then when they had the
I
pit
don't know.
cycles
I
went
don't
through.
know.
No, remember the pit cycles went
No,
through.
he was fast for like a while in clean air, but I don't know. Like
Tyler Reddick? No,
Tyler
bro.
Reddick.
He was bad fast the whole race.
No, hey, I would give you top 5, but bad fast, like that one time when he started out front and like
You
ran
think
away.
Chase
I
Elliott
agree
was bad
100%.
fast?
Who won?
Chase Elliott.
If he ain't first, you're last.
He wasn't bad
Famous
fast.
words of Ricky Bobby.
Nah, he wasn't bad fast.
I agree. There's like
I would say he was probably the third place car, which is
yeah, he
seem-
was probably top 3 speed
Yeah.
realistically.
But Hamlin were getting wrecked out. Reddick, I don't know what happened that shuffled him back, but he just I
Him
think
and
got
Ross.
I do got
that what it
It was him and Ross.
Somebody on YouTube, Jason said, "What happened with Hamlin? He ran out of talent. Obviously, he choked. This is what he does. He's running second, an opportunity to
No, they
you
were.
know,
What was it?
like
the last,
get it, and he choked.
like 5 to go, basically.
No, it was on the green white checker, I thought.
I couldn't
or
remember.
close to
First,
it.
it wasn't a green white checker, but it was. A
It
green
was
white checker.
basically-
Elliott squeezed him a little too high. He got into.
Did he squeeze him?
He squeezed him.
I think Hamlin choked.
Nah, Hamlin. He definitely took a little bit too much. He took a little too much area, and Hamlin hit the ice, spun out, and wrecked.
Yeah. So
And I was just hoping for it to happen to Elliott.
see,
so
I
Brad
had
would
you
be
know
up
what
front.
was terrible is I had both of those drivers in my fantasy league, and I'm just
Ooh.
sitting there the whole time, just white knuckling this, like, y'all play nice, please, please. I need a good
let
day.
him wreck.
Number 5, we have Daniel Suarez. A really good day for them. I
I don't know where he came from.
don't know where he came from. I
Nope.
don't remember him being up there.
Nope. Neither do I.
So
Fun
I mean,
fact: if you did watch practice averages, he was pretty good,
He-
but I think pit strategy helped him out there
Yeah.
a lot.
another number 6, another good one that was consistently, I'd say, pretty consistent up there. Chase Briscoe.
I think he got another.
I think strategy played into his.
No, Briscoe was
But he was
started
pretty
top
good.
5 or top 10, right?
Yeah,
He was in
like
the top 10
seventh,
lineup?
7th or 8th. I
So
think.
I mean, he held his spot. That's what you can ask for. You knew where you were.
I think
and
another
you
one
knew
who
where you
benefited
stayed
off
with.
of pit strategy.
Oh, I
But
agree.
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I say benefited like it's like oh he got lucky, but I mean, he played it right.
Yeah.
What was it? Who said it? Was it man? Somebody said it's like playing roulette. Bet
You
black
saw-
or red, and
who was it? It was
You
that
know?
wasn't Jeff Gluck. It was something on Twitter. I think.
there's
he
somebody
said.
else. Like pit strategy today was like going to Las Vegas and playing roulette, bet black or red.
Huh.
I think it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Seems to
Basing
be.
on when the constitutions were going to come.
I bet green.
Basically every time Fox goes to commercial. But we'll
So
get into that.
stupid.
Bubba Wallace in 7th. He there was a point where he was knocking on first. Like
Yeah, and he was also in last, spinning out. He was all over the place.
That is true.
Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 8, we're gonna skip past this one. Austin Dillon. 9.
I mean,
Busch.
honestly,
No name.
honestly,
Austin Dillon,
low
no
key,
name.
kind of shocked Austin Dillon pulled a top 10 out.
Honestly, yeah.
They've been so bad.
The thing that impressed me
I forgot
more
he was
so than
racing.
that was you have Austin Dillon in 8th, and then 9th is Kyle Busch. So you had RCR top 9.
Yeah.
Kyle
they
Busch
figured it out.
wrecked like 6 times this weekend.
I know. So did Larson,
You know what I noticed
He's
about
good friends with a turn 4 wall.
right?
Like,
You know what I noticed about Kyle Busch's car is they added the eyebrows to his car too, and it looks so off. The ozone
Oh yeah.
over the
Oh, I didn't
over the
notice.
headlight, it looks so bad. It just doesn't look good. So
I don't know. They're trying to channel something. And then rounding out the top 10, Carson Hocevar. This
that's
guy
great.
is looking very good so
very
far.
solid, man.
Yeah.
Yet again, I think he spun out in one of the restarts.
He
like halfway
did,
through.
yeah.
Was it him or
It
Smith?
was him. No,
The
Smith was up there.
71 was like in a mess the whole time.
Yeah, he was kind of.
I think Carson did have a problem or something.
he
something
maybe just
happened.
got loose. He might have just
Yeah.
got loose and dipped back. But hey, top
Good
10
day
finish.
for them, man.
Top 10,
That's
yeah.
great.
Very, very solid.
Do you guys see? I see like a consistency here. The guys that had trouble ended up finding themselves not like trouble, but like found themselves like in a precarious situation,
Mm-hmm.
they were able to rebound.
Yeah,
Like I don't know,
like
if that's
Larson.
the way, not Larson.
No, he was. He was.
He
on
did
track.
come back from 2 laps down. That's impressive. He got back
He
to
was
the
on
lead lap.
track.
Like okay. So I mean,
I mean, he finished 21st, but at one point he was like got up to like 17th.
No, it was like 10 to go, and he got spun out. Remember?
Yeah.
Hit the wall. With
Yeah,
the
he was
whole
up.
Group.
He was
It
up to like
bad.
17th or 15th, 16th, somewhere right around in there.
Yeah.
And then he spun. I was like, dude, if he can get top 15, I'm happy with that. I picked him this week.
I do think
Nope.
I do think Carson Hocevar throughout the year. This is race 9,
Something like that.
8 or 9.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think
Let's go
he
with that.
has. He's definitely impressed, and he impressed last year when he covered for Chase. I mean,
Yeah,
he's done a lot this year.
he's
You
Did
know,
he cover for Chase?
he's driving
Yeah.
better.
No, he drove the 7 for LaJoy when the LaJoy.
is that what it was?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and then he outran the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's basically showing that he's much better than Corey
Sorry,
LaJoy.
you're right, man. I'm mixed up. I think
My brain is gigantic.
Oh gosh,
Brain is gigantic.
here we go.
and you're red. So
Fueled
I
by
think
Miller.
man, I really think Carson has a place in the sport for long term.
Oh, I think
really,
so.
Really do.
He's showing. Yeah,
Excuse you, sir.
I
You got
think
your
in
own
that-
phone.
another couple of
No.
years he might.
It's
He
just
might
the
be.
case.
Something.
I like Jason said Hamlin choke for sure. Facts.
All right, let's talk about the different races this week. We'll go through one of them very quickly. Trucks.
Yep.
I mean, trucks. It was
It was a truck
it
race.
was a night race, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Kyle destroyed
You don't
everybody.
remember
Oh
hanging
yeah,
out?
Kyle Busch destroyed
You
everyone.
remember hanging out with Buffalo? No.
Yeah. Kyle Busch, he dominated the truck race. That was for sure. He came back, put a spanking on him. That's about it.
Yeah, he
Not much else
once-
to it.
there
once
wasn't
he got
much
the
else.
lead, it was over.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of surprised a little bit.
You are?
He hasn't. I mean, besides Atlanta, he hasn't won in the trucks in a minute.
It's been a
Yeah.
little
He
bit.
went from I only get to race 5 races, and he won all 5 or 4 out of 5.
That was like what 2 years ago.
yeah, and they've kind of
I mean, he went from owning a team to not owning a team.
yeah. But
They said on the
he races
broadcast
for
he's
Spire,
still they
which
s-
bought KBM.
but they even said he
It's
still
basically
goes to
KBM.
the weekly meeting still at Spire. He's
Yeah.
still like very
Oh,
much
really?
involved.
That's
They
interesting.
said,
Yeah, I
well,
didn't know
Jamie
that.
Little was saying that on the broadcast, so who knows how true that is? But
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't think she's giving out false.
I don't think
information.
she is. I'm just saying Fox is not super reliable. I'm not blaming Jamie Little. I'm blaming Fox.
That's fair.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to Xfinity.
That's it.
There.
There's nothing
Please
else.
tell me. Is you got anything
Honestly,
else?
the truck race, which is typically the best Texas race of the weekend,
It
was,
was probably
definitely
the worst. which is not a slight on them, because honestly, it wasn't like it was a bad race. It's just the Xfinity race and the Cup race were much better.
Shockingly, it didn't devolve into its normal truck chaos.
Right.
It wanted to.
They
Kyle-
tried.
But Kyle was up front.
They
It wasn't
tried.
gonna happen.
All right, let's go to Xfinity. So I don't know, Matt. Did you write this one or was this Jake?
Oh no,
There's a
they're
lot-
just notes. You do not have to go in order.
Oh, okay.
They're just notes.
Best race of the year for Xfinity.
I would say so. I thought that
Question
was
mark?
a great Xfinity race.
It was a pretty good one.
It probably the best Xfinity race in a
It
couple
had
years.
it had a lot of passing. It had some really good strategy. It had good tire fall off, and
decent.
second
decent. I won't
closest-
say good. Decent.
yeah, but
Be
it's
fair.
second closest finish in
Series history.
Yeah.
for
Series history.
Xfinity.
I mean, I would say that was pretty darn
That,
good.
I
though.
mean, I was pretty excited watching that. That
Yeah.
was pretty.
Is it just me,
incredible.
or did it look a whole lot closer than the Atlanta one?
It did. I thought it looked way closer.
What was the
than Atlanta.
Xfinity?
It was,
Atlanta.
it's this .03. This one was .02.
I mean, yeah, it's like
It
a
is.
third closer.
But it just looked much closer. I don't know. Maybe
I felt for what was
It
Ryan?
was a
Sieg?
half inch. Everybody keeps saying an inch, dude. That's a freaking half inch.
yeah.
I worked on them splitters. That's every bit of a half inch. I might settle for 5/8.
All right, let's be
What a
specific.
gamble.
Let's see. I'm just trying to go through
The last 50
notes here.
laps of that race was
Yep.
incredible.
Oh, it was amazing.
yeah, it was
The
really
whole
good.
ending was amazing.
I agree with you. I
Ryan
feel
Sieg
for
came
Ryan
out of nowhere.
Sieg.
Right?
He passed like 5 cars on the last little bit there. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe 4.
he definitely
He had
got
that short
car
runs.
definitely tuned up to
Yeah.
the end of that race. It was definitely right where it needed to be, and it was just a little bit.
You could
not
tell.
enough.
You
Just a
could tell
little
it was
bit not
too
enough.
tight, and he couldn't block Sam Mayer. You could just tell
Yeah.
on that last
Yeah.
turn. He was just like,
I love what
can't
he
turn
said at the
lower."
end when his interview. He's like, "I just went so I wish I would have fenced him harder." Like, bro, I was literally like coming to the checker flag. I was like, just fence him. I'm a Junior Motorsports fan, but I was like, fence the one car because I wanted to see Ryan Sieg win because that's such a cool story.
Yeah.
Right.
I was heartbroken
But
for him, but like
on the
finish
flip
was-
side,
oh.
also Sam Mayer, all the troubles he's had this
Right.
year. I mean, what the first what
What,
was it like the
four
first 4
races or
races he
something?
wrecked out
yeah,
by
It was
like
bad.
either his fault or someone else's. So like
he's in the playoffs now.
now he's in the playoffs. I mean, that's all
Yep.
you need. Win and you're in. I
we'll
guess.
see you in a
But
few
did-
months.
Did they say like there's already like 6, 7 Xfinity winners?
Is there
like that?
really that many? I didn't really
it was
think about
something
it.
like that. It was a bunch. It was like
No,
no.
there's
I
no
think it was
way.
6
There's
out of
probably
12. 6
4.
out of 12. Half the Xfinity field is locked up already.
I don't believe you. I gotta look. This
Oh,
up.
whatever, bro.
Fact
Oh, now
checking.
y'all got to
Yeah,
Google.
now I gotta
it.
fact check it.
Like
you know.
these guys.
All time, no.
I know Austin.
Just look up. Let's look up standings, bro.
Austin Hill, John Hunter, Chandler
3,
Smith, Kyle
4,
Larson, Chandler Smith, Eric Almirola, Sam Mayer. It's a
5?
decent
5?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's
got
pretty
one.
close. I'll give it to
Step
you.
off me, bro.
Chandler Smith has won twice. Kyle Larson obviously won't count toward the playoffs.
I'm just like Brad. I was
is
one,
Eric
I was one
Eric's
off.
full time?
Yes.
Eric's full time.
No,
now?
no, he's not. No, he's not.
Is he not?
I was thinking about trucks. Sorry.
Oh, I
Move
got
on.
Here we go again.
you.
Trucks.
No, okay.
Trucks. Half of the playoffs is locked up.
That's
I just
still
thought
wild.
of it right now. Sorry.
Riley Herbst, man, talk
Yeah.
about deflating. he was running so good, and then he got a little bit of contact, trying to like fight some people for it. Then he wrecks himself, comes down pit road. Then he like loses a tire or something happens on pit. Now he's 2 laps down on like the last 5 laps. I'm like, he's done. Game over.
Yep.
He imploded.
I think it's something to say since we're talking about Xfinity. Like Ford, it's not a lot of options in the Ford pipeline for development drivers.
No.
There's not. You got to find
You got
someone
Riley
else.
Herbst,
And
Cole
Riley
Custer,
Hurst.
and
Deegan.
Haley Deegan.
That's about it.
It's pretty slim pickings.
That's an all-star.
No wonder
team
Stuart
right
Haas
there.
is selling two charter.
I mean, you don't need him for anyone.
Allegedly.
Nah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard actually there's a rumor that there's more for sale. They just haven't come out and said it yet.
That is.
We'll get into it because
yeah.
I have some notes on that.
Oh,
All right, let's move on from Xfinity and start talking about Cup. All right, do we want the first note in here? Fox sucks.
Foxes sucks. I like it.
Yep.
What is that?
No, it's not. I said that and I can't speak apparently. Fox missed multiple things. One of them being the pass for the lead with Hamlin and Reddick, and we only got to see a replay about a lap and a half after.
That was ridiculous, and they even called themselves out about it.
They did, yeah.
Clint Boyer's like, "That's on me. I was looking at 20th back for someone changing position."
You know what, though? I will give him this. I appreciate Clint saying that. At least he was honest, and it wasn't like, oh, yeah, here's like just
By the
playing it
way,
off. At least it's Clint
Tyler
like being.
Reddick's-
At least it's Clint
I'm
being
gonna
Clint.
stop you on this.
Go
Don't
ahead,
give
go
them any props.
All right,
All weekend.
fair enough. Fair
It
enough.
was
All
rough.
weekend. It was driving me nuts. We'd have a restart, and the first 2, 3, maybe 4 guys pull away, and the racing for 5th on back is incredible. 2, 3 wide. But we have to have a zoom in on 2 and 3 running right behind each other. I'm just like, what are we doing? The race back there is so incredible, and we're literally watching 2 people follow each other, or one guy following the other and following first. Like, it's just like, what are we doing?
What's happening?
And then that happened all day today on the restarts until eventually, like, we're like watching a pass for like 20th. And it's just like, okay, when there's a pass for the lead, yes, cut back to the leaders.
Yes.
Like, yeah, like everybody knows that. But like right now, like, yeah, show the top, 20th, 15th, 10th, whatever this battle is, show that. But like, how do you miss the pass for the lead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
A
like, just
critical pass
openly
for the lead.
Miss it.
40 something laps to go. What are we doing?
yeah.
They're not watching the race. They're
I
watching
feel
a
like
TV
Fox
monitor,
is like
bro.
not even showing up next year, and they've just given up. They're so bad,
What
I
a
hope so.
blessing.
Give it to Amazon. Let's go.
bro. Can I go into the next one,
Yeah, go ahead. You lead it.
bro? The first 4 cautions, all under commercial. I'm just gonna tell
We
you,
were keeping a
I have
tally.
a smile on my face, but the amount of rage that I have to watch like 8 laps of freaking green flag racing, and it cuts to commercial. All this pre-race, all this Michael Waltrip grid walk, all this stupid crap that happens before the race. It's just like so hokey and just terrible. Like whatever. Just to watch 8 laps of green flag and cut to commercial. Like Go to commercial under the freaking grid walk. Nobody cares about that. Like, come on. Like, it's
Yeah.
just terrible.
No, it's true.
The truck, what was it, Martinsville? The truck race? They ran 6 laps.
Yeah.
3 minutes. Commercial. The hell are we doing? What is that? It's trash,
Especially
bro.
because it's like you said, it's Martinsville, so you're only talking 3 minutes.
We're only going to pass in these first 5 minutes, and you cut the commercial halfway through it.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, it's so bad. Like, I literally, like, that. The new thing they've done this year is cutting to commercials so fast in the first couple laps. I'm just like, what are we doing? I just can't stand it. Like,
The
honestly,
race has started. Commercial.
I just
Yeah.
laugh. Like, it irks me so bad. It just makes me laugh. Like, I
nothing
don't
you
even
can
know
do
what
about
else
it,
to
man.
say.
I'm kind of surprised they don't do a choose now, like a choose on the last lap and throw in 1 or 2 quick commercials before the green flag. Like, I'm
Yeah.
surprised that we're not to that point yet.
I don't get it. Like, they have got to. I am so excited for somebody different to come in and just make them look like complete fools
I'm gonna be honest. I'm
and
really
make them
excited.
forced to change the game.
I'm
How-
getting
how-
more and more excited as we get closer. I'm getting more and more excited for Amazon.
How
Because-
long is that?
It's
Is that
next
Amazon
year?
and
6
TNT.
weeks. Well, at TNT,
It's
yes,
not
but
this week,
But
right?
you
Or it's
know
not
the
this year, right?
TNT, like
No.
their TNT is gonna pin it like a streaming deal, like Amazon.
yes,
I just have that feeling. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but I just have the feeling it's gonna be a similar. It's not a streaming deal. It's on cable, but I have the feeling they're approaching the streaming audience.
yes, which
That's
is
the
what they
vibe I
need to
get.
do,
I've heard there's some collaborations between Amazon and TNT,
which would be smart.
right? And because they have 6 and they have 6, and maybe we can work together on a production element. Da 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 da.
Yeah,
Whatever. It's just like, I don't know, man. I just hate all the build up of a race, and I'm just gonna keep harping on this because I don't care because I've been holding it back for like 3
weeks.
months.
It's all pent up.
I just can literally not stand all the build up for the race, and you run 8 laps, 12 laps, and you go to a freaking caution, like
Commercial.
commercial. Excuse me.
I mean,
Like,
honestly, today it was the same thing.
yeah,
You went to commercial
But
and it
it's
was
just
an
like-
automatic caution.
like you have all this hype just to go to commercial,
It makes no
and
sense.
not even a side by side.
Nope.
Yeah, at least they do the side by sides toward the end of the race.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
It's not
sometimes.
guaranteed at the end of the race.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Like that stuff just bugs me so wrong. But anyways,
So-
so one thing that we were keeping track while we were watching the race,
Yes.
me and DJ watched the race. Matt watched from his house. We were counting how many cautions
Happened under a
fell
commercial.
under commercial.
The first 4, it was 3 of them.
It was 4 of them.
Was it? Well, no,
well, I said 4. You said 3.5 because it was during side by side.
it was
I'm like,
side by side.
That's a commercial.
So at least we saw it, so it's 3.5. But yeah, out of the first 4, it was 4.
It was definitely the first caution for sure because I was like, perfect. We're starting
No, they
the
got
race off
lucky
this
at the
way.
end because they were going to go to commercial 6 laps into the freaking restart, but they wrecked on lap 1. So Fox got lucky and they showed them on,
Yeah,
on coverage. But
exactly.
I don't know.
Clearly, this next note was written by Matt. Brad wins at Texas.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
false. I saw you type
You
it.
ever
I was
heard about,
literally
like,
crying laughing.
Have you ever
Speak it-
heard about speaking it into existence? We were so close.
You needed to speak it a little louder.
Ah.
If you put it on all caps, he would have won.
Next week. Y'all better watch yourself at Talladega.
no lift. Keselowski is
Bro,
coming.
he's going to have a bulldozer on the front of his car.
Right.
He'll find that speed.
He's gonna have a giant snowplow.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Kyle Busch almost ran over his crew.
That was
I
what,
missed
did you
that.
see
totally
that?
missed that.
Okay. So I'm 90% sure he was going in and he called 2 tires, but his crew was going for 4.
Driver
They
always
all had to
wins.
jump out of the way at the very end, and he took off. He was gone. He was gone before they were even able to get the left sides on. But they were going right around to do it, guaranteed. And
Oh, that's weird.
If we have a chance to pull it up and look at it later on, just take a look. It's wild. He skirts out, and you just see all his team like fly back. Like no one got hit. There was no penalty, but they were definitely shocked.
Somebody wasn't.
Kyle Busch does what he wants.
He definitely
KFB.
didn't even give him a chance.
KFB, that's
KFB.
facts.
I think I saw the gas guy running with him. Like it was quick.
This next note, I know who wrote this one.
Who?
I don't know.
Texas is great. Denny eat crow.
I think I wrote this with about 15 to go, 20 to go.
Right.
I just so I mentioned this earlier on the YouTube kind of like pre-show, whatever you want to call it. I think Denny has to kind of eat a little bit of crow here because
I'm sure it won't be his fault tomorrow.
I told DJ like the half effort job of paving, if that's the case at Texas in turns 3 and 4,
Yeah.
it's created some massive bumps, which have created a problem for drivers.
Really? I never noticed.
Didn't know?
Yeah, I didn't notice like 10 people wrecked
Did you
because
see
of
Denny
turn
Hamlin
4.
running out of talent? No.
Did you hear the broadcast mention it like 37 times?
That he
But
ran out of
I
talent.
think
No, the bumps.
them not fixing some stuff has created some characteristics in this track.
Which actually makes it interesting.
Makes the high line
Just
dangerous.
saying.
Right? Well, it does because the high line's fast.
It is
But-
fat. That's
but
what I'm saying.
you
DJ.
get a little too far and whoop, you're
You
gone.
give it just a little bit too much. It is literally the definition of like,
You're playing with fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
you're playing with a bump.
It's literally it's literally like
playing with asphalt,
you
guys.
have it's great risk, but it can come with great reward at the same time.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, so
Look at someone like Reddick who was running the high line and just doing extremely well with it.
I think he was the only driver who didn't have a problem up there.
Yeah.
He ran the top high line with no issues.
Are you guys here for the Texas repave or not? In retrospect,
As of right now, yes.
yes.
Whoa, what? You guys want to repave this thing already?
No.
No, I'm saying, are you
What
for
do you think
the
of
current
it?
Texas repave?
Oh,
Are
I
you
like
here
it. I like it.
I'm
Let's
for
keep
it,
her.
man.
Keep her going.
Don't do the Atlanta thing. We changed our mind. And no,
And
after
you
Atlanta,
know
we
what?
said
okay,
do it.
can we talk about that? Do we want to see Texas repave now to
No.
Atlanta?
No, leave it alone. It's a good race.
I think the only
I
reason
kind of still want Atlanta. But
Listen, we
Atlanta's
already have
I just
three.
love super speedways, bro. Like,
no,
I'm an
I think-
addict for super
I want to
speedways.
say the whole reason stage 1 was just kind of meh in this race. It was stage 1. The drivers were just consistent.
I think
in-
everybody's giving 90%. You're not going
Yes.
to push for
Yeah.
99.
Nobody wanted to push
risk
for it.
going
They
over
didn't want
100.
to risk the high line. They didn't want to risk any of it. So I give that. I don't really blame Texas for that. That's drivers.
No,
You know,
I agree.
You got to blame
Yeah.
the driver sometimes. If they don't want to give 100%, you're not going to get
Like that
100%
one
of a race.
Talladega race a couple of years ago where they
were
100%
terrified.
said, nope, we're not pushing.
That was the biggest. Yeah,
And
that
it was
the
a
biggest protest
boring,
I've seen.
Talladega race, which
I-
never
A
happens.
Talladega race with like 2 cautions.
That's never happened.
Yeah.
Talladega's awesome.
Okay, go back and watch 2022 fall Talladega.
Was it 22 or
Awesome.
21?
Is that the one we
22.
went to?
It was, yeah, it was the one right after.
Is that the one?
Oh, that was the
Someone
one
who got-
Elliott won.
Who got hurt? Someone got hurt right before.
Bowman?
No, Kurt was out.
Kurt.
Yeah,
Kurt was Kurt.
Definitely he was out, and they were like, "We ain't racing this car."
Oh, yeah, that's when all the drama was.
Yes.
We did
Yeah.
go to that race.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
it
telling
was
you.
boring. It was the worst.
Nobody
super speedway we saw.
drove all out because everybody was scared to death of the car.
Maybe
Yeah.
6 cautions.
All right, so
included.
I got to ask you a question about Texas.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
this, to me, is a pivotal moment in Texas Motor Speedway's history right now. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to go see Martinsville? Or not go, but watch Martinsville next year? 1 out of 10 as of right now,
The-
if nothing changes.
You're talking about the
Let's say this
last
year.
week's race, right? Like
I'm
not
just,
the
no, I'm
cutoff.
just saying, how excited on a scale of 1 to 10 are you to watch Martinsville and Richmond this year if nothing changes?
Oh,
1 out of 10.
2 or
Matt.
3.
2 or 3?
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you rank Texas?
Like wanting to see it again?
Like, how, are you looking forward to see it again?
Yes. Absolutely.
1 out of 10.
Oh, Oh, looking forward to seeing it again? 10.
Like a 8.
For those of you,
Warriors.
for those
Like
of you,
like a 6 for Brad.
for those of you that are
No, but
listening
I'm
on
saying-
audio, Matt just took a bite of an Oreo and had a mouthful.
I didn't know you were gonna talk to me. Sorry.
But I'm saying this is a pivotal moment for Texas to completely alter its course for the
I
future.
would be willing to bet next year's race is going to be very close to sold out,
I would say the crowd
For
like,
one
it
race,
definitely
yeah.
had some weak spots,
and
but the crowd was
especially
pretty good.
as someone who has family from Texas, I can tell you that this time of year, a much better time to be sitting in the stands.
Oh yeah.
So now that
Better
there's
than September.
yes, that last race, and I've been to Texas, like Dallas area in that time. It can be hot.
Jason is a fan of the repave, making it to Atlanta.
Yes,
I mean, I'm not gonna hate it because that Atlanta race was pretty fire,
Yeah.
bro.
but no, don't touch it right now. It's good. Leave it alone.
I think it's pretty good. I'd say you leave it alone until the bumps become unmanageable.
Until
Yeah.
they go airborne.
Oh gosh.
Jesus. Talk about 0 to 100. All right, move on.
All right. So let's
what if
see.
it was Brad?
He'd probably take off. He'd win the race.
No lift.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what this note is because I don't know what a CWC is. Forced CWC. Cruz asked for lineup review.
CWC. Oh, sorry. GWC. Whoops.
Wait, what?
All right. So NASCAR, in my opinion,
Oops.
that one of those later cautions, I feel like they forced a green, white checker finish.
Oh, they did.
Oh, at the end,
Don't you think
by
so?
holding it
Oh,
for one
they
more
They
held
lap.
it
ran
by,
like
like,
4 or 5 laps under caution.
No, they
for a light
held it.
spin.
They held it for 7, almost 8.
What was up with that?
Dude, they straight up. LA was in the lead. It's a bigger story.
That is.
Oh, here we
It's
go.
a bigger story,
Where's the
man.
tinfoil?
All right. Yep.
You don't need a tinfoil hat. You need a Miller hat.
There's
I-
tinfoil underneath it.
It's
I
lined up
don't
to
know,
Yeah.
man.
No, it was. So you had a
It
bogus
was
spin
pretty
by
excessive.
Larson.
I
You
wouldn't
had a
say
bonus-
bogus.
It was. Well, it wasn't bogus, but it did not.
The caution
caution.
was legit.
I think so.
Do you
There was
agree or
no
not?
oil. There was no fluid on the track. There was no oil.
Wait. Back
no
it up.
debris.
Back it up. Back it up. Caution legit or no?
Legit.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Legit caution. Did not need to be like 7 laps. of
I
caution.
agree.
Yeah, I
100%.
completely agree. Yeah.
But they got to sell
absolutely.
commercials.
They had a quota.
We watched it though. It's not like the whole.
Not like
caution.
they had enough already.
No,
Right.
but we watched the caution laps. They didn't even go to commercial for half of the caution. We sat there and watched it.
Yeah.
No, I
That
think,
was really extreme.
I think
Because
one.
I told you when the caution happened, I was telling DJ, I was like, this is probably going to go with like best case 5 to go, maybe 3. And then it was like all of a sudden it was like green, white checker. I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
It was weird because there was no oil, there was no fluid, there was no debris on the track. Everyone just had to get lined up. There were a few people they said came down to pit road, like with like 1 to go. Like while they were choosing 2 people came down to pit road. I don't remember who they were, but you're not going to extend the caution for 2 people to give them pit time. NASCAR's never done that. They're not going to do that now.
It's just
No.
weird. They should have called
they-
a quickie yellow.
Straight up pushed it.
Now, I totally created this whole conversation just for the fact that the whole reason why the caution was delayed was explained. Teams were debating over the lineup, and that's why.
Oh. No, it wasn't.
No,
Okay,
I'm serious.
I
I'm
don't
serious.
believe
That's
it.
what it was.
So why doesn't? Okay.
I
let
just
me-
wanted to explain it. Like,
Well, how are
let
you
me-
debating
fans,
over the lineup?
fans were obviously upset, so a bunch of teams were
so let me ask you this.
petitioning, saying, "Hey, my lineup is not right," and they were all,
So can
jockeying over
why
who
doesn't
was
NASCAR
where.
in that kind of scenario say, "All right, backstretch, red flag it, let's figure this out," to save
because
us
that
some money?
kills the flow of TV.
I agree, but like, if it
you
means,
you can't do that in that moment.
I guess you're right, but it
Yes,
you
you
lose
can. In
out.
NASCAR, you can do whatever you want.
I mean,
They
they've
do
done it
whatever
You
they
before.
want to
want.
have a million green, white checkers?
You know
can
what?
do that.
Hey, let's change the amount of the laps in the race while we're racing.
You wanna
They've
give-
done it before.
You want to give people positions even after they wreck? Sure, why not? It's NASCAR.
You want to change the finishing order
Welcome,
after the
Brad
race?
Keselowski to second.
So frustrating.
The first time
The
we've seen all
Byron
year.
thing. The Byron thing was really annoying me.
Which one?
Where they tried to give Byron second.
Oh yeah, after he
I
wrecked
didn't see it.
Chastain.
I didn't even see the pass.
No one saw. It was never televised.
They're
Everything was
probably
on
showing
Elliott.
20th.
Yeah. All right. So Larson and his team, they basically lose out on an easy win for today.
I made that note.
Yeah.
That was a major drop of the ball. That
Yeah.
car was stupid fast.
that loose wheel killed them.
No, they should have probably led all 267 laps today.
I will say, considering that they lost the wheel, had to go 2 laps down, and all that stuff, and still finishing, what was it, 23rd or 22nd?
Yeah.
I mean,
So does
Hats
he
on
lose
them.
his crew chief for like the next 3 races?
I know they're losing the Jackman and the rear tire changer for 2 races. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know if do they still lose the crew chief?
I don't think so.
I think the crew chief stays now.
Oh.
Yeah. I think they amended that part.
I
of
think
it.
so.
I do think
Oreo
Stupid,
delivery.
bro.
Jeez.
Jason, I like this comment. Back to our previous, he said in the last 10 laps they should go to red flag. I kind of like that idea.
What?
Kind of.
You mean like what I said?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jake.
But you didn't phrase it right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You didn't phrase it in an entertaining way, like,
Oh.
"Hey, 10 laps to go, we're going to red flag."
Okay,
Nah,
well,
I
next
don't know.
time I'll remember that. I won't. No,
Probably
I
not.
feel like they should have because it would have definitely made it better. That's for sure. What the heck is this note?
What is it?
Elliott takes Hamlin Air 1 green white checker.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was a terrible note. I meant to say,
Jake got all kinds of hype.
Look, man, it was an exciting moment. I meant to say Elliott takes away Hamlin's air on the second to last green white checker.
Did
What are
he?
y'all thoughts
Yeah.
on that? I think he definitely took away the air when he slid up in front of him.
Oh,
You
I
could tell
think-
that move made him totally.
I
lose all
don't
grip.
think so. My opinion is I don't think Elliott was necessarily trying to think in that moment, hey, I'm going to do this to take his air off and hopefully he gets loose and backs up. I think Elliott was, I'm just going to move up and make him have to either go up high and take me with really risking it or slow down. I
think he was intentionally trying to send him against the bumps. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
I don't think he was going that
I
like
think he
crazy
pushed
with
him up.
I think it's just
Why
a
not?
racing deal.
I think he
Elliott's
washed him
just
up a
on
little
the
bit.
throttle and just
washed it up a little bit.
washed it up, and that
Yeah.
was just a bad spot.
Like, this is for Martinsville.
Jeez.
4 or 5 years
6
ago.
years ago or whatever.
I'm finally cashing it in. Fox and the lack of post race. There was that.
I honestly I can't. Who wrote that? You?
Not me.
I don't remember. It still sucked.
It wasn't.
I'm
it
not
got
wasn't-
gonna knock
one
it
interview.
because they
Two.
One interview.
but they
Two.
did tie for the most ever cautions at Texas. Last week
One interview.
at Tex or at Martinsville, 4 cautions. The lack of pre-race, absolutely absurd. Just can't have that. Cannot.
It's literally
This
their
week,
job
I kind of like
to
okay,
get the inside scoop after the race.
yeah, but the race was supposed to be over at 7.
I wanted to see
It's
someone.
a
It
late day.
ran
They're all
long.
hourly. Who cares?
I wanted to
it
see
ran
somebody
long.
chasing down Chastain after getting.
They did. They tried.
I
They
know
showed
they
a
did.
video of him.
Chastain
Like,
was gone.
he was
Yeah.
like running
He
to the
was.
trailer.
I'm sure he was pissed.
He was probably looking for Byron.
Oh, I'm sure.
Better watch out, bro.
Byron just stayed in his car.
But no,
Talladega next week.
I'm with you. I think the fact that Fox not having a post race, and I think this is where something like, I know we keep talking about it, but Amazon and like TNT, if they're focusing more on streaming, cool. Put up a stream on your streaming service where you can watch 30 minutes of post race, even if
I
it's
don't
not
know,
like your
man.
main thing.
Hold on though. We give Fox a lot of crap, rightfully so. I've had a lot of things, but with a race with 16 cautions, like I feel like them not being able to dedicate all that time to post race, I feel like it's kind of fair. We didn't.
I mean,
they didn't,
yeah,
they
but
didn't make us go to a different channel for the drag racing. They didn't cut the race short or whatever. Like we still
I
got
can't
to
believe
see
you
the
right
full
now.
race.
I seriously can't believe that you're okay with no post race.
No,
this
but
is
I'm.
insane. What has happened?
you're defending the undefendable.
I don't know. Like it just
Who is
doesn't
this
like.
guy? This
I
ain't Jake.
mean, you guys know I love post race. Like it's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. But like,
Today you just
I'm
didn't
more
need it.
understanding when there's 16 freaking cautions tying the record at Texas. That's a lot of caution laps.
Yeah, especially when NASCAR wants to run them out
And what you need is to get a
under
mic.
caution.
You need to get a mic and put it right in their face and be like, "How'd you feel about that race?"
Just they're like, get away from me. All right. Let's see. So this is 31 years since Hooters has been to the victory lane.
Are you
Probably
serious?
Victory. Yeah, I get
31
it.
years.
Chase
Yeah.
Elliott has never won in a Hooters car yet.
Nope.
Which is sad because I think it's his best
Nobody
looking car.
has in 34 years.
34 or 31?
31?
Wait, so
31,
you're
31.
telling me this diecast right here? You're telling me was that
Little Caesars, bro.
has
Pizza,
won
pizza.
first before
Pizza,
Hooters? Whatever this
Bro, just like
SE
Little
won it?
Caesars.
Pizza.
Dude, Little Caesars. Like, come on,
Oh,
bro.
it's great.
$5 fast, bro.
No, don't
No,
get me wrong,
it's,
it's
it's not.
great.
It's not $5 anymore.
No,
Didn't
it's
they
not.
go to like
Used to be.
$5.50 or something?
Used to be.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days.
I'm just shocked. He's ran the Hooters scheme so many times. Like,
It is
no,
kinda
he's never
surprising.
won. Nobody has won. It goes all the way back to like
Oh, he said.
I think
who
I
it
read
was.
all the way back to like Alan Quickie or something.
think he
like that.
said it
It's
was Alan
way
Quickie.
back.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Which I
They
still
called
think
it like the Hooters curse for a while.
wow.
that's wild because I think this is Chase Elliott's best looking car.
Oh,
Oh, it
yeah.
usually is. The Hooters car usually looks really good.
Really good. The colors,
If
like
the
with that
confetti
black.
layout's good, might have to buy that diecast.
You and your diecast.
Lionel, you should sponsor us, bro.
Please.
All right.
I need more shelves. I'm running out of shelves.
All right.
They're
Let's.
just starting to diecast are just starting to lay everywhere.
You know, I'm actually concerned at some point your shelf is going to actually start bending down.
Nah, she good. I built that shelf.
That's-
Step off, DJ. I'm a craftsman, dude.
Okay, so what we're going to start doing is stacking the cars on top of each other.
Let's see how many we can get on there. now it's a limit.
Yep.
It's pretty close. I think you could, if you put them all tight, you could probably get one more. We should post a photo of the diecast shelf.
That's a good point. All right, let's move on and start
See if they can
As
talking
Lindsay
about
pulls out her phone to go take a photo.
See if they can find the imposter.
one of these is not like the
One
other.
of those is not
Which
like the
one?
other.
One of those is hand built.
Anyway, all right. So let's
Looks
move on
like
to different news, so we can get through all the different things.
There's
Not a lot of news.
news this week.
Not a lot of news, but we still
There
have
is
things.
one major topic.
Yes. And that is CW is going to be taking over the last 8 races this year for the Xfinity Series.
That's wild.
That is
Yeah.
mind blowing.
I'm so confused and I have so many questions. I just don't for my thought is, okay, why did NBC give that up? And why are you giving up that period? Because to me that would be the period you'd want.
Do you know about it, or do you have any comments?
Money.
I
That's
know.
the
I
only
know
thing I can
2
assume.
speculations.
Jake's makes sense. but
There's
he
2
explained it to me earlier.
speculations. So I told you one, I didn't tell you the other.
Yeah.
So one is the college football is expanding this year, the
Right.
playoffs, right? So NBC has a deal. Excuse me, part of that. So I'm thinking they want more airtime for their channels. That's part of it. Obviously, Saturday, Xfinity runs on Saturday.
Right.
They clash. The other part of that is Xfinity is owned by who?
Comcast.
Yeah.
Who also
And
owns
CW.
in NBC. Good try.
They might be on them too. I don't know.
So the rumor is Xfinity is out as the title sponsor for the current Xfinity Series next year.
Is their contract up?
Yes, it's a renewal year this year.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So maybe they are taking their hand back. Let CW go. We're not sponsoring it next year. Da 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 da. If you heard it, you heard it here first.
The CW series.
Oh no.
The CW single-handedly removed Xfinity from the title sponsorship. I just want you to know
Down with the king.
we already have the Craftsman Truck Series. If Busch does not take advantage of this,
Right?
the nostalgia, bro, to be able to call it the Busch Series again
That'd be wild.
before your time.
Before yes.
Back in the day.
That
bro.
would be wild.
The Coca-Cola.
Maybe they'll go back to giving out free Busch at the racetrack. Those were the
Preface
days
this,
when I
we're
was like
talking
8
about
years old.
Preface this, we're talking about beer.
Oh,
All right, so-
we are. Oh,
Yes.
Yo, bro. This ain't the 90s, DJ.
We're bringing it back. Oh, that's
man.
funny.
Y'all remember when we found those magazines in my basement?
No.
Moving on.
All
I
righty.
wasn't there.
Yeah, so CW, I don't know about you guys. I'm really excited for this though.
I'm excited for something fresh. I don't knock NBC. NBC's
No,
booth
actually-
is so NBC's broadcast plan this year is so weird.
It is a little weird.
What's the guy's name? Lee Duffy
Yeah.
taking over halfway and
Right?
over the duties of Rick Allen.
It's
I don't know
weird.
if Rick Allen's going to football. I don't know what Rick Allen's plan is, but it's just I don't know, the lack of commitment and planning.
It
with
almost-
losing Dale Jr. and everything.
I'm gonna be honest with
what's
you.
going on
With
with
you
Jr.
making the
series.
comment about them not Xfinity not renewing it, that kind of makes a lot of things start to make more sense to me.
Yeah, it
Like-
kind of connects. It kind of gives you. I don't know. It connects the dots, but it puts a few more dots on the picture.
Yeah,
you
it kind of
possibly connect.
starts to make a little more sense. I don't know that that's the reason, but
What if Dirty Mo sponsors it? It's the Dirty Mo series.
oh,
Bro, Junior don't have enough money to start a cup team. Now you want to sponsor a whole series?
He might. He's hiding it.
Dirty Mo.
Or Dirty Mo series.
All right, so rumor mill. Let's move on to that part. So Denny says that he doesn't care about charters for sale. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. He doesn't care about charters for sale. As far as he's concerned, there's no charters next year.
Whoa.
So I put this in rumor mill, but it's really news because this was an actual quote, or at least not verbatim, but basically what he said. In an interview, he basically flat out said, as far as he's concerned, there's no charter agreement for next year. So there's no charters. So what's the point in buying a charter right now?
there's no point.
There's no point.
Nope.
That
Wait.
to me is I don't know. To me, I'm kind of reading between the lines here a little bit that things are not going how teams want them to go.
I mean, you have to.
Negotiations
Mhm.
are at a stalemate. That's
Or
what
else
I hear.
charters would be a hot topic, and everyone will want to hold them.
I don't think we see a NASCAR schedule for a minute because I think NASCAR knows if they try to go to Mexico or Canada, the teams are just not going to go.
Right now, the way things are. Yeah.
Why would you go? Especially when the Clash pays like freaking crap money.
Yeah.
It pays quarter money of a normal race.
That's silly.
So why would
And
you go
you may only
international for quarter money?
and you may only in the Clash's case you may only run what 75 laps
That's
total.
a lot of passports you have to buy per people.
We talked
Yeah.
about it last week. I honestly believe if there's no charter agreement reached, which it sounded like it was getting close, and you heard a lot of like Jeff
Positive
Gordon
news.
and other people around Daytona time, Speed Weeks time, you heard them saying like, there's a long way to go, but feel confident. Da, da, da. But you hear Denny Hamlin and you hear Jimmy Johnson tell a completely different story.
Yeah.
I don't know enough. I listened to Jimmy Johnson's interview, but he definitely he said that they're not in the 9th inning, but they're close. Like as far as getting these negotiations done, they're definitely in the bottom of the 8th. So he's kind of giving some hints like we got to get this figured out,
Yeah.
and we're really close to running out of time. So I could, man, I don't know, man. I'm not to be a downer, but next couple months are gonna be really pivotal for the future of the sport.
I'm confident they'll figure it out. I just don't know. I just don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know who's going to. Someone's going to give, and I just don't know who. I could see both sides at some point giving. I think the teams are probably going to hold out the longest, and I think ultimately it's going to come down to NASCAR.
With our limited knowledge, so here's my question for you guys. With our limited knowledge, what is your ideal deal going forward? So I'll go first to
RFK
kind of
gets
give
all
you
the money.
I'm about it.
I can't even get an idea what I'm talking about. I would like to see the charter agreement go away. No more charters. Because that opens up people like Junior Motorsports, Spire to expand, other teams to expand, possibly creating more open cars, which I think the new car has created that opportunity.
Yes.
So I would like to see charters go away. And obviously that's pretty detrimental to a lot of the team
A
owners.
lot of teams.
Hand in hand with that, I like to see teams get paid more money to make it a successful business venture that they can make money. So it's kind of flip-sided.
When the initial charters, when they were they issued, or did the teams have to buy them?
They were issued based
Okay.
off top 36 in points.
Okay, so the original teams didn't pay for the charters.
Correct.
Okay, so if they lose it, it's not like NASCAR
if
needs to
Hendrick
reimburse them.
Motorsports loses it, they probably wash pretty clean.
Yeah. Okay.
And the charter was never a long-term deal. It was a 7-year deal during the downtrend in the sport to try to give some teams some backing.
Yeah.
That's a great way to say it. Some solidarity in what's going on.
I don't know.
Does that mean we could hypothetically buy one of these charters?
Do you have $40 million?
No. Okay.
All right, stop.
Listen,
No,
they're
no.
dirt cheap. Someone's selling them for $10,000. You buy a charter and you hold on to it just in case they come back.
Don't forget, you have to also run all the races.
Not if I'm the only one with the charters.
No, I think if
I don't think
the
it's going to work that
the
way.
charters expire this year.
Oh, they're
So-
done.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
give a
Oh.
little history on it, the teams want to make the charters last forever. They're indefinite. They last
Right,
forever.
right.
There's no end to the charters.
Correct.
This year, there was I think a 7-year deal. They end this year. It expired this year. So they're working on a new deal. The teams want more money, and they want the charters to last indefinitely. And NASCAR's saying, well, we don't want
No.
to give you more money, and we don't want the charters to last forever. So the teams, what I understand is NASCAR is offering an extension on the charters for maybe a little bit more money. I'm talking 1 or 2%. That's what I hear. That's what I understand.
Yeah, that seems kind of.
It's not anything better. It doesn't, if you in your personal life, if you try to get raises and, try to increase yourself
It
based
seems
off
like
of
that would just
inflation,
kick the can
it
down the
doesn't
road.
it doesn't track with inflation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just not going to work. And it totally relies on the teams having to it makes the teams having to rely on sponsorships.
Yeah.
And the teams want to get away from that.
Huh.
Where purse money can fund the team and sponsorships can help you hit the next level, plus make your business make money, make revenue.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know what the option would be, to be honest. Because, I mean, the issue, I've always thought it was kind of weird that, because you could have someone for example, Rick Ware in the past was were they deserving of having their charters? Not necessarily this year, but the year before. It was debatable because, man, they're barely competitive. They're multiple laps down every race. And it's just what are we doing? Why not have a system that's open like the charters, or before the charters, where it goes on qualifying. If you got a car, it's fast enough, and you qualify and you're in, you're in.
You're
Cool.
in.
So, but the problem is I also get that obviously these teams are making huge investments, and huge, contributions to your team or your whatever you want to call this league. I don't know, NASCAR, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Series, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know what your other option, the best option there is. I don't know that there is one. That's the problem. That's why we found ourselves in this kind of situation.
That's where I kind of find myself in the middle, where teams do get more money to make it a sensible business venture, but at the same time, you do get rid of the charters, which again, it sucks for Spire, sucks for 23XI, sucks for these
Trackhouse. Anyone that bought one
anybody
recent.
that spent millions of dollars, multi tens of millions of dollars. It sucks for them, but I don't know. How much better is it for the sport if Junior Motorsports gets involved? How much better is
Toxic.
it? I'm just saying. If
They just
Junior
wreck their
Motorsports-
whole team anyway.
What if Marco Andretti Motorsports gets involved
Yeah.
with Honda?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I think it just creates more avenues. I think the chart.
if there's
to me,
enough,
again,
there's enough interest, then
this-
it works.
this is obviously an extremely uninformed opinion.
Yeah.
We're obviously not
Oh, we
anywhere
know.
near.
No, we
Whatever.
don't. We don't know anything.
You vote for Brad, whatever. Anyways,
He builds submarines, man.
I just, I don't know. I'm not totally sold on the charters have to stay.
I indifferent. I don't really have an opinion, to be honest.
So wait, so Stuart Haas is trying to sell 2 charters that,
Rumor- rumored.
that are expiring next year.
Yes.
That won't be here next year.
Which
Possibly.
is why nobody's bought them.
That's wild.
That's why Denny Hamlin said his whole thing, because they said, oh, hey, 23XI's been listed as a possible, buyer for these charters. And Denny Hamlin was just like, there's no charters for sale because there's no charter agreement.
Oh, hey.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a
Easy.
spicy comment.
Yeah.
But I definitely
We
get
dug
it.
way in, but it is a spicy comment. To me, I think in the next couple months, this is going to become an extremely hot topic. Obviously, all teams are contractually obligated to run all the races this year, but next year, if there's not any kind of an agreement,
Could go anyway.
Brad's just not gonna go to the short tracks.
RFK,
Right.
RFK hasn't bought any charters, so they're right
All
where
right.
they have been.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our
Wow.
last segment. Now that we've got that cheery comment or section done, this is our Kuzman and Friends question of the week. So if you have a question that you would like to see us answer on the show, you can send it to us on X. You can send it to us on Instagram. Comment below in the YouTube video. And if we like it, we'll add it to the show next week. So I think we have at least one.
I do, but I need you to pull up point standings.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we need those.
Oh yeah, we do. Okay, I know which one you're looking for.
So Kuzman's question. Thank you, Kuzman. Lindsay, did we get any off of Instagram?
Oh, she said yes. Okay, well we'll
Can
do
you text
Kuzman.
it to me?
We'll do
start with the Kuzman
yeah, we'll do
question.
Kuzman's. All right, we're
Did
going
you
to read
text
it.
it to me? No, she didn't. Shocking.
Okay. So, do you want me to read it, or do you want to?
All right. So the question from Kuzman is: don't tear. I have one section, DJ.
Okay, go ahead.
God dang, bro.
Golly.
Golly. Who will be the next driver, if any, outside the top 20 points to get a win? Let me look at this.
I already have my pick.
Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling down. There's a Jim in here. Jimmy Johnson.
I'm really going for David Reagan.
I have at least one. I could go to a
It's
second.
definitely Corey LaJoy.
Get out of here. Are you kidding?
Austin Cindric next year.
No, I think this is an easy pick.
Is it? Let me
Yeah.
look. Let me look.
I know. Like I said, I know who I'm picking.
All right, who are you picking, DJ?
Hocevar.
Trash. No. I'm just kidding, bro.
Are you serious? You picked Tosavar?
Yeah.
All right, Michael McDowell. I mean, that is an easy pick,
that's
guys.
true.
Come on.
I think my pick was going to be Stenhouse Super Speedway.
That's a good one
No
too.
way. He
Proven,
won't survive
bro.
that.
Daytona 500
Come on,
champion.
no.
Step
Pick
up.
Austin Dillon. Since you think he's such a great driver.
Daytona 500 champion, bro.
I'm well aware.
500 champion. Who
You
was
know
your
where he's
pick?
at?
Who was your pick?
Michael McDowell. He's also a
500
500
champion. Coke 600 and 500 champion.
Isn't Austin Dillon also a 500 champion?
Yes.
Why are all these guys so far back? And Austin Cindric is a 500 champion.
Yo, this list is whack.
We should have. If we had thought about this, we could have all picked 500 champions.
I'm pretty sure. Justin Haley won the 400.
Yes.
No, okay. Let's back it up for real, for real. Who do we really think? My honest real pick is probably Stenhouse at a super speedway.
Michael McDowell.
Maybe Barry at a short track. Maybe if Stuart Haas can tighten it up. Maybe.
Probably not.
DJ?
Gosh, man.
You already said yours.
Hocevar is not.
I'll say Austin Dillon.
Fine.
Austin Dillon is Austin Dillon statistically gets about one a year.
Matt. I will say I'm on board with you.
What?
Me or Matt?
Time to
Time
go
to
take
jump ship.
over for Grandpa.
Yeah. I think
It's time to
man.
go. It ain't it, bro. Like,
It ain't working. It ain't working. No, I think McDowell. I think you still got some road courses coming up. He's obviously good there.
Super speedways, he's pretty good at.
He's been one of the faster Fords all year. He's been running up front. I think it's
who,
a luck thing.
Austin Dillon?
Yeah, Austin Dillon
Sorry.
drives a Ford. Yeah, real smart.
No, Michael McDowell.
No, Michael McDowell. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he has the most realistic shot of getting a win.
At a road course or oval?
Road course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely very possible.
No,
Less
it's
road courses
it's
this year,
solid.
though.
What?
Less road courses.
One less.
Yeah, just one.
Going to the oval, bro.
Yeah.
Kyle
That's fine.
Larson gonna win. Gonna win both Indy races this year.
All right. Lindsay, did you send in those? Okay, Jake, you should have the other questions. These are from Instagram, so if you follow us on YouTube, definitely check out our Instagram. We're always posting stupid little videos, fun little things, us just goofing off, and we also have been going live there. So, Jake, we got those.
We've gotten a question like this similar before. Would you like to see NASCAR race on the Mexico circuit or the Miami F1 circuit?
So, Mexico, yes. F1, no. That's my opinion.
Miami F1?
Miami F1, no. Mexico, yes.
I don't think that. It might be good for Cup racing.
I don't think it
maybe.
would be. It'd be like Coda, and Coda wasn't.
I don't know
amazing.
enough about that track's details if it would be good for Cup racing.
I just don't think it would work. But
Miami. It's close.
we could go.
We would go.
We could go.
That's true.
Probably get like a $50 ticket. Go have fun. I
A
think
$50 ticket in contrast to F1, which is like $500 for
With
the
no
cheapest.
race view.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm pretty sure didn't for F1 they put up like all the boats and the fake.
Yes.
Yes.
ocean- Yeah, I want to be there during the Cup race.
So did you see how they did that? They literally have boats on trailers and then put up fake water around
Yes.
them to make
Yes,
a
like
fake
platform.
harbor.
I
Yeah.
thought that was so funny.
I
Oh
want
my
to swim in it.
gosh.
I want to
just
swim in the fake water. Just
I'm kind of interested in the Mexico because like that circuit's pretty good. NASCAR's raced there
Are
before.
you gonna go?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't-
Absolutely not.
don't drink the water.
Have you been?
Not to the circuit, but Mexico, yes.
If Brett,
You've been
if
to
Brett
Mexico?
Griffin
Couple
is-
times, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, where?
I've been to Mexico a few times.
Yeah. On a cruise ship.
I mean, I went still
Basically like going to Disney.
not where I went.
Are you like the plug to get people over?
Yeah.
That's not why
Are
you're
you a coyote?
riding in the minivan.
Yes,
now?
that's it. That's why I got a minivan
I'm
now.
so proud of you.
I don't know. Like I'd
Um,
entertain a Mexico race. The Miami race, I think, would be trash. I'd rather see the
I-
Miami Homestead Speedway.
I agree. Completely agree.
We need less road courses.
I'd say
Let's
maybe
just go
one
back
or two,
to the
one or
original.
two less than what we have, and I'm cool. Like just
No,
maybe 4.
Sonoma, Watkins Glen. That's it. I do like
you
Chicago.
get 2
when it
road
rains.
courses. That's it. No more.
I bet
That's it.
if it doesn't rain, I bet Chicago sucks this year.
It
Yeah.
might, especially because now
There's
everyone's
nowhere
evil.
to pass, bro.
Yeah.
Until that SVG,
Watch.
he found
Yeah,
it.
in the rain.
I know, true. Yeah, in the dry, maybe not.
I think all the hype with Chicago will quickly blow
Gone
away if
this
it's
year, yeah.
dry.
Yeah,
That's my opinion.
They can throw
All right.
water on it.
There's
Sprinklers.
sprinklers. Tick 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 tick.
That's new for Richmond next year. You hear that?
I'm about it.
Whatever helps.
All right, Jake.
Not-
what else we
not
got?
What Corey LaJoy called them sprinkle tires.
Sprinkle
No,
tires.
Sprinklers tires.
Sprinklers tires.
One last question. Are we going to Talladega next week? Boom. Not you. Not you. I'm going.
Loser.
You weren't invited.
No. Didn't even ask.
This was part of our last segment, but yeah, I'm going to Talladega. I'm taking the wife and I'm taking the kids. It's not their first race. I did take them once to an Xfinity race at Daytona, which was really awesome. But this will be their first Cup race.
I'm not gonna lie. I really hope either Byron or Elliott wins, just because I want to see one of your kids lose their mind.
If Elliott wins, that'll be cool. I am still not on the Byron fan, no matter how much my youngest son loves him. I'm not. I'm just.
I would.
If Chastain wins, all sins are forgiven. But
If Brad wins, all sins are forgiven.
Well,
We will be partying. If Brad wins. It'll be an all-night party.
I'll probably
He'll
be
be just like-
I'll probably be with you.
Yeah, we'll probably
it'll be
be
just
together
like
hanging out.
McDowell and Stenhouse can only win on Super Speedway.
Oh yeah, Jake. Hey, by the way, we need to borrow your house so we can do the podcast.
Yeah, I might call in. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
See
We'll have
how
to figure
loud
that
my
out.
kids are on the way home. I plan on trying to be a part of it, but yeah, I guess we'll
Just
tie
be a
right
me and
into it.
DJ.
Do what?
It'd just be a me and DJ podcast.
Yeah. Maybe we can get Nate to join us,
Maybe.
or Jeff, or somebody else.
Somebody. Yeah, no, I'll probably call in. Might need you to delay like a half hour so they can pass the hell out.
Well, chances are we'll probably won't watch the race here. We'll probably watch it like at Matt's or mine or something.
Interesting.
Why interesting?
What, you want us just
I
to
don't
hang out at your house?
I
while you're
mean,
at Talladega?
That's fine.
I mean,
just
you come here anyways. You don't even knock on the door when you just walk.
you
in the
leave it
house.
unlocked.
I 100% knock every time.
Allegedly.
In my defense, I didn't. I walked straight in and didn't. But it's because I knew no one was inside, which I don't know if it makes it better.
With that, let's tie into our last segment, which is the next next week race preview.
Talladega.
Preview. Blah.
Bleh.
Talladega.
3 races, no trucks.
Boo.
We have the ARCA Xfinity and Cup. I think the ARCA race at Talladega is typically pretty good
Yeah.
because it's not
No,
as
it's
much
not.
handling as Daytona. So like the race tends to be pretty good. You can get multiple lanes rolling. Xfinity race should be pretty good. Dude, the last spring Xfinity race was wild.
Yeah.
You had the
don't
what was
think I
it? What
pissed-
was the yellow car? Oh man, his name totally slipped my mind. He flipped down the backstretch.
Oh
like,
yeah.
all the
gosh.
way down.
The last one I
What
remember
was his
was
Last year, Blaine Perkins
Yes. Yes.
flipped crazy, and then Daniel Hemrick in 11 flipped with like 5 to go. Real sad. The 91 wrecked in that.
What, did you work on that one?
No, but I definitely saw it, and that car is in rough shape.
Oh yeah, I saw it
Still
too.
sitting in the pile of wreck stuff.
Do they have like? Do they have a graveyard of just like
Yeah.
wreck
not
stuff?
not a graveyard, but there's a section there's 2 shops, and there's the one shop that has there's one shop where they build all the stuff, and there's the one shop with all the extra cars, and there's definitely a side that's like
We're not
that's
touching
a lot of work to fix. Like,
That's when everything else is done.
that is
we
a
work
cut
on
everything off and restart deal.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
these. Yep,
Jeez.
fully started.
When the
over.
chassis is twisted like banana, like
Like a
sideways.
banana shape.
Yeah, she's in rough
It's
shape.
it's a half moon
It
shape.
knocked the whole rear end out.
Oof.
Oh, it's in bad shape.
Gone.
Like,
Ooh.
yeah,
Well,
it's pretty wild.
All right.
looking.
Well,
Oh,
that yeah.
Wait, I have one more thing before you end.
Okay.
Dramatic,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Dramatic pause.
Dun, 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 dun.
Me and Matt have secured and finalized all our plans for going to Indy.
It's gonna be one ride. Holy cow!
It is going to be a heck of a trip.
Yeah.
We leave Saturday morning. We arrive at Indy at noon, just in time to make it for the parade. We'll probably try to find us a spot, a restaurant, bar, whatever, to hang out, watch the Xfinity race that night
Yep.
after the parade. Get back to our hotel, hopefully around noon, or around midnight. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sleep for 4 hours.
Yep.
Wake up, go to the Waffle House, get breakfast, be at the track at 5:45, 5:30 to watch opening ceremonies and the cannonball shots.
That's what everyone said to do. They're like, you have to get there by like 6.
They're like,
7 at
you're
the
gonna get there
latest.
after 8. Just like the traffic is that bad.
Ooh.
It's
Well,
not
it's what
worth it.
400,000 people.
300 plus.
300. Jeez.
Largest sporting event in the world.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine that one is the largest. You know, with all the other countries and just different sporting events, like I would think it'd be like a soccer game in like England or something.
There are soccer tournaments that are bigger, but this is the single
event.
single day largest event.
Jeez.
So we do all that, and then we're gonna go across the street in the town of Speedway.
That's literally the town
Yes.
name.
Find a bar or restaurant, watch the entire Cup race. Get an Uber-
Probably at this point it's 12. We're hoping. Like,
12 to 2 o'clock in the morning, depending on how much we hang around.
Yep.
Get an Uber to the airport because our flight back to Orlando leaves at 5 o'clock in the morning.
So we have from
Oh.
like midnight to 5. We don't have a hotel room for the second night.
Oh.
We only
We're
have
just-
a hotel room for
We're just
one
gonna
night.
have a backpack. We're just gonna
Oh.
Uber everywhere and just.
This will be the 36 hours of Indy.
Yes, this will be a wild run.
This
And we're gonna hopefully sleep on the flight home.
You know, I'm
which
not
is
gonna lie.
Spirit.
And we will.
It's
Oh,
Spirit.
no, you're not sleeping at all.
I don't know, bro. Like
You guys might.
36 hours. There's not a lot of Red Bull, man. Like
the plan
24
is
hours
to
straight.
the plan is to enjoy some beverages from the time we get there to the time we leave.
You're gonna need to.
Yeah.
And show up here. We'll call you for a 10 o'clock podcast on Monday morning.
I won't be here at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. Oh
Why?
no, well, yeah, because it's
Yeah,
Memorial
off.
Day.
We're
Memorial Day.
off.
Yeah,
we
that's
might
right. That's right.
actually call you for a ride from the airport.
Now,
Oh dang. That's
Matt
fine.
doesn't know this, but if the Charlotte race gets delayed, we may rent a rental car and drive to Charlotte. No.
Oh God. Could you imagine?
Were y'all still working on trying to get yourself a ride with one of the teams?
Yeah, I tried to meet him at NHRA, but he wasn't there.
I don't think it's gonna
We'll see. It sounds like it's fizzling out. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll be a little.
If
A
you're
little bit.
listening,
If anyone's got plans.
If anyone's got a
that's-
private plane
night.
in
Kyle
Indy,
Larson, I know you're a regular tuner, so you know if you want to give us a ride.
we would vastly
people with a
appreciate
one backpack. Come on, it's not that bad. And then
Travel
just
like-
take us back to Florida when you're done.
it. I don't think so.
We could get a rental. Like,
I mean, we could.
we'll just take off Tuesday. It's a story.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been fun. We got to go to bed. See you guys. We got Talladega next week.
I'm ready.
So thank you guys for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we will see you guys next week after the Dega. See you guys.
Ross will win.
Out of pocket.